Yo, mic check, mic check. Are we loud and clear? Hope we are loud and clear. Hope we are loud and clear. Here we go, guys. We are up for qualifying of Shanghai, China Grand Prix. We got second race of the year. We got second qualifying of the year of the Chinese Grand Prix. We are in a week of the racing year. Let's see who can beat Mercedes. As we see their domination in Melbourne and sprint race in China. There is a slight message of rain. Let's see if any rain appears or what. But we got 32-degree temperature of on track. We got full crowd in stadium sitting to watch the qualifying of the 2026 Chinese Grand Prix. As we know, we got 18 minutes to go in this qualifying one. We got 2 more minutes to start. Let's see if Mercedes put any real pace to threat to Mercedes, or whether they will stay behind the Mercedes. Let's see. As we know, the most successful driver here was Lewis Hamilton. Let's see how it goes. George Russell looks hella calm. He's too calm to race this. Somehow it's special here. Let's see. Does any of the pace of Ferrari got overtake the Mercedes, or does a Red Bull comes in Q3? Red Bull looks like really struggling this year. As of Chinese Grand Prix, they are struggling too much. Risk of rain for F1 qualifying is 0%. Okay, that's 0%. We got 1 more minutes to go to watch this qualifying. Let's see how it goes. We got 1 more minute, almost 30 seconds to get to qualifying one. Drivers coming out for a first flying lap. Let's see how it goes. We are 10 more seconds to go, guys. 10 more seconds to go. The first car should come out was us. Of Wait a second, man. We got Charles Leclerc on track. McLaren are still in their garage. Audi were looking good, but not were in the midfield in sprint race. Let's see how they put this qualifying. Valtteri Bottas to come out first, as clear track in front of him right now. But before going flying lap, after he starts his flying lap, he got hell lot of traffic. Valtteri Bottas is on final straight. He got a Ferrari to come out, eight Ferraris to come out. Mercedes has to come out. We got Red Bull on track. Let's see how it goes. Leclerc and Hamilton follow by him. Cadillac were super positive, even though they are not well performing. That's very good of them. Valtteri Bottas starts his first flying lap. Everyone is on cool lap. Finally, McLaren have decided to come out on track. Valtteri Bottas going with this first sector. Let's see where he puts his car. Maybe he was on another cooling lap. Bottas got 25 on first sector. 25 3 tenths. Bottas goes 29 on second sector. Lindblad goes even faster than Bottas. Leclerc, Hamilton following each other. Ferrari will be on their flying lap now. Hamilton on 5 laps holder medium, Leclerc on 9 laps holder soft. Mercedes yet to come on track. Bottas goes fastest on 136, provisional fastest. Colapinto scoops back it. Colapinto is the now new provisional fastest of this qualifying one. Let's see how it goes. Verstappen pace is not looking good, even though he got Leclerc going faster in first sector, overall faster in 9 laps holder soft. Colapinto stays on provisional pole. Mercedes have yet to come on track. They were still on garage. Hamilton 2 tenths down on Colapinto's provisional pole. Now Lawson takes back it. We got 13 more minutes to go in this session, ladies and gents. Verstappen goes fastest only 200ths of second. That's not too good. Leclerc goes second fastest behind Verstappen. Verstappen was on new medium, still not the good performance that he need. Maybe he was on higher fuel. Oscar Piastri goes 4 tenths faster in second sector. Piastri going faster in first sector, personal best in middle sector. He was on the final straight right as of right now. Everyone is on their early running. Everyone is not on final flying lap. He got Norris to take on provisional pole 134.4, followed by Oscar Piastri. Goes even faster than his teammate by 4 tenths of second with the older soft. Used software for both McLarens. Hulkenberg splits to McLaren and goes 1 tenth slower on Piastri. We are early in. They were in new soft. Audi were on new soft, so they came on P2 and P3. Splits the two McLaren. Hamilton had a. Let's see what he had. Oh, Hamilton had a little slide on turn 4. He got little bit understeer out exiting the corner. We got less grip on the track as yet to improve much more. We got Leclerc coming on his new push lap. Hamilton stays in garage. Leclerc on the same old soft. Finally, Kimi comes to track. Hamilton complaining about the snap he had on turn 4 under braking. Perez stays on P20 with the new soft. That's not looking good for Cadillac. Let's see how it goes. We got still 10 more minutes to go in this qualifying one. Hamilton stays in garage. Leclerc looked like he was on his flying lap. Yeah, he's going faster in first sector, personal best of middle sector. Kimi's on his push lap, flying lap. Mercedes were sitting pretty good right now. Russell is also in his flying lap. Hamilton comes out of pit. He was on currently on his out lap. Kimi Antonelli goes 7 tenths faster than Alconbury. Both Mercedes were on new soft tires as of right now. Russell goes even faster, 8 times quicker than Piastri. Sorry, was 8 times faster on Colapinto. Hamilton comes out on new soft tires. Let's see where Leclerc puts. Leclerc stays on P9 after he's been running on older soft tire. He was currently on pit to get swapped back to his new soft tires. He got Kimi internally coming out of final corner. Let's see where he puts. Definitely a P1. Yeah, he goes faster than Piastri, 6 tenths of ahead of 6 tenths clear of Piastri. Let's see where Russell also definitely gonna go for P1. Yeah, he goes 400s on clear on his teammate. We got Lewis Hamilton on drop zone, Fernando Alonso, Bottas, Stroll, Perez, and Albon. Lewis Hamilton currently on his flying lap. He goes 4 tenths faster on Sainz. Hamilton personal best at first sector, 1.5 tenths slower than George Russell on first sector with the newer soft. Hamilton goes third fastest behind two Mercedes, 2.5 seconds. Sorry, two tenths off on 2 and 600s off on Mercedes of George Russell. Now let's see what's Norris can do in his McLaren. 1/10 off on George Russell. We got Charles Leclerc on his flying lap. Leclerc goes personal best at first sector. Let's see what he done in second. What he will do in second sector. We got Liam Lawson on his flying lap. Personal best at first and second sector. Goes for sixth fastest. Norris 1.5 tenths slower than George Russell after second sector. He coming towards the final straight. Leclerc 1.5 tenths down on George Russell after second sector. Same as with George Lando Norris. We got six cars on at bottom. Albon, Sainz, Alonso, Bottas, Stroll, and Perez. Let's see where Norris will put his McLaren. He comes out of final corner. He goes only fourth fastest behind Lewis Hamilton. He lost the many. He lost too much time on third sector. Only on third sector. Leclerc goes fastest. Leclerc goes fastest. Fastest of anyone so far. Leclerc goes fastest of over Mercedes. We got Oscar Piastri got fastest sector in first sector. Not good at middle sector. Let's see where he puts his score on final sector. Goes sixth fastest Oscar Piastri followed by his teammate. We got Pierre Gasly in 7. Esteban Ocon is on his flying lap. Let's see personal best at first and second sector. Same as with his teammate Oli Behrman. Fastest personal fastest in first and second sector. As we got top stands, Leclerc followed by Russell, Antonelli, and Hamilton. Ocon goes 8th fastest. Let's see Behrman where he puts his score. Behrman goes 7th fastest, even further ahead of his teammate. We got McLaren on their outlap. Maybe they're coming into garage. Let's see if anyone goes out on new lap or will stays in garage. There is, as of right now, no competition to Ferrari and Mercedes. McLaren is too close to Ferraris, but still stays behind the Ferraris. Max Verstappen staying on P15. He was currently in his outlap. Red Bull were clearly struggling at this point. Red Bull were on medium tires, but they are coming on new soft tires right now. Track is still lot struggling on first. Red Bull Visa Cash app RB both are on outlap. Not lot of grip while exiting the turn for Verstappen is 3 tenths down on Leclerc after the first sector. Let's see. Sorry, 300s behind Charles Leclerc. Carlos Sainz going faster from the bottom 16. Goes 3 tenths of the first sector. Verstappen lost hell of time in the middle sector. Got almost 3 tenths of Leclerc in the middle sector. Lost 3 tenths in the middle sector for Leclerc. Carlos Sainz going faster over bottom 16. Sainz is looking good as of right now. Faster than anyone he goes P4. We got Carlos Sainz on final corner where he puts his car. We got his 14 by pushing his teammate bottom zone. We got Arvid Lindblad coming out of hairpin. Arvid Lindblad comes out of final corner, airports his score on P11. Currently Alonso on his personal best at sector 1 and sector 2. Lance Stroll stays on bottom zone. Fernando Alonso also stays and got eliminated in Q1. Colapinto put his score on P9. Out qualified his teammate as of right now. Gabby Bortolet also put his score out of danger zone. We got Sainz also cleared, but he got himself on elimination zone after Liam Lawson and Colapinto pushing himself. We got Bottas the last score stays in bottom. We got the elimination zone as of right now are Williams, Aston Martin, and Cadillac. Both teams, almost three teams, got eliminated in first qualifying. We got Sainz, Albon, Alonso, Bottas, Stroll, Perez were the bottom six. Alex Albon is complaining he got no grip. Verstappen might be looking happier with this current lap where he stays on P4. As we discussed, Ferrari, Mercedes, and McLaren were not decided to come out for their final flying lap. We got Leclerc, Russell, Antonelli, Verstappen, Hamilton at P5, Norris, Bortoleto, Piastri, Arjar at P9, Colapinto follows by P10, Behrman, Gasly, Lindblad, Ocon, Alconberg followed by Lawson are the top 16 drivers to stays for qualifying too. Let's see where they will come after qualifying. Fernando Alonso, two-time winner here, has lost his only driver to get knocked out in Q1. We got three teams out on Q1 where Aston Martin, Williams, and Cadillac. Every car were on the garage as of right now where track is not. Carlos saying that was is good lap, but James also acknowledged that car has only performed that much, not much out of it. He couldn't take not much out of it because the car was addis enough. That's the much of performance the Williams can do as James Holmes claims it. Let's see what will go in Q2 because the top two, top three teams were definitely gonna try to save the two new soft tires due to they want to run two sets of run with the new soft tires. Let's see what they will do in Q2. They need to save their one soft tire for Q1. If it not possible, there will be no possible outcome for other team rather than Mercedes. That will gonna be Mercedes 1-2 again. If any team couldn't able to save the new soft tires over on top three teams which are standing on Leclerc, Ferraris with Hamilton and McLaren. They need to save their new soft to challenge the Mercedes in Q3. Mercedes are sitting at the pretty good position as of right now. Leclerc versus Russell comparison, Leclerc had a pretty good speed and pretty good improvement over Russell on every corners, not on straights, only on every corners. We got cars on the pit straight, pit lane. Let's see when the green light pops out, every car will gonna get out of it. We got Mercedes to come out on track, Kimi internally and George Russell were the first car to come out on track. They were on new old set of soft as of right now. Used soft. Leclerc also same. Hamilton also same. We got top cars were on track right now. Let's see who gonna come out next. Adjar of Red Bull, followed by McLaren, Lando Norris, and Piastri, followed by Max Verstappen. We got 14 more minutes to go in this Q2. We got second round of the year Shanghai International Circuit. Only the second race of the year. After this, we move up to next race in next week. Only the Red Bull having more soft tires compared to other teams, and other every team were used on the sprint race. We got no further investigation on Gabriel Bertoletta and Adjar incident at turn 15. We got results 24 second on first sector. Overall best of everyone. Kimi Antonelli personal best at first sector. Hamilton also around same time as Charles Leclerc. He got 1.5 tenths out of Ferraris were 1.5 tenths slower in first sector out of George Russell. Leclerc personal best overall fastest than everyone in middle sector. only 200ths of a second over George Russell. Let's see. Kimi Antonelli comes out of final corner where he will put his car in first. He stays on first. We got Hamilton fastest over everyone in middle sector. Russell puts even further fastest over Kimi Antonelli. Now we got Leclerc out on turn 16. Leclerc goes second faster over Kimi Antonelli. We got Hamilton coming out of final corner where he will put his car. Let's see. Lewis Hamilton goes even faster than Leclerc, stays P2 as of right now in Q2. We got one more lap will be coming in this session from top runners. Isaac Adler goes fifth fastest, 8 times down on George Russell. Hamilton 3 times slower compared to George Russell. McLaren defending champion McLaren Lando Norris goes fifth fastest. Piastri says some seventh fastest. Let's see where Verstappen puts his car. Goes fifth fastest over Lando Norris. We got Alconberg P9. Behrman had to complete his lap at Esteban Ocon personal best at first and second sector. Ocon goes only 10th fastest. We got Behrman coming out of final corner. Goes 6th fastest. We got Liam Lawson on his flying lap coming out of final corner. Every top runner were at garage as of right now. We got Arvid Lindbergh coming to his final corner, getting out of his final corner. Goes only 12th fastest. That might be good as of right now, but not a safe zone. Franco Colapinto going faster, personal bestest first and second sector. Let's see how this Alpine goes. Gasly is following him. Personal bestest first and second sector. We got Pierre Gasly at. He was coming out of final corner. Goes 8th fastest. Pushing Adjar to the P9. We got Franco Colapinto goes only 13. That's not quite good as of right now. Colapinto is on danger zone. Elimination zone as of right now. We got Liam Lawson coming out of final corner. Goes only 14th fastest. Still not the best. Ahead of his teammate. But still stays on elimination zone. We got few cars on track as of right now. Everyone are coming into pits. Currently the track is clear. We got 7 more minutes to go in this session. Let's see whoever decide to come out on track or whoever stays in garage. Maybe the Mercedes and Ferraris were not gonna come out. We got new set of tires on Oscar Piastri was coming out of pit lane. We are gonna see him right now on our track map. Ferrari also coming out on track. Hamilton going with this new soft maybe. Yeah. Both Ferraris have to go on newer soft. That was not needed by Ferraris. They could have stayed with they could have stayed in used newer soft in qualifying to that was really not needed by Ferraris. They were at good position. Ferraris were not need to come out on newer soft. They should have stayed on. They should have stayed in garage. Oscar Piastri comes out. Now we got only McLaren and Ferraris on track. Everyone on new soft tires. We got 5 more minutes in this session. Piastri on his flying lap, followed by Leclerc, Hamilton. Norris had to of come out to 16 corner. He was going on his final push lap. Kimi Antonelli comes out on track. Maybe Russell gonna stay. Yeah, Russell also come out with the new soft tires. Now Hamilton, Leclerc, PSG were on their flying lap. Leclerc goes faster in first sector overall everyone. PSG 10th and off back on George Russell. Leclerc goes 2 times faster, quicker than George Russell after second sector. Hamilton hundreds of second behind George Russell. Leclerc is on his flying lap. We got couple of corners to know where will PS3 goes. Where will PS3 stays? Oscar PS3 goes to fifth fastest. We got Leclerc coming out of final corner and goes fastest overall. Leclerc lost his time in final sector. Hamilton slower in middle sector, still stays on third fastest. Hamilton 8 hundredths of seconds slower than his teammate. Lando Norris goes pop his McLaren to fifth fastest. We got Kimi internally starting his flying lap. Russell coming out of final corner. He was also starting his flying lap. Ferraris were pushing at the time right. Maybe the track might be improving. Let's see where Russell goes after his first sector. And generally personal best at first sector. George Russell wasn't George Russell maybe going for one more push lap. He has 2 seconds off compared to Leclerc. We got Nicole Kemberg coming out final straight. Got car waving in his front. Nicole Kemberg coming out of airpin of turn 15, going to final corner. Nicole Kemberg goes, stays where he is. He missed out of by 2000 of second. Alconberg missed out by 2000 of second. Kimi goes fastest, stays on top. We got Isa Adjar and Verstappen on time screen. As we know, Verstappen coming out of final corner. Isa Adjar only stays P10. Verstappen goes P6. Isaac Adjar might get eliminated by Bortoleto. Bortoleto is. We got yellow flag. We got yellow flag. Bortoleto had a crash. We got yellow flag. We got yellow flag. Gabby Bortoleto gone off in the final corner. It means the bottom six were Alconberg, Ocon, Colapinto, Lawson, Lindblad, and Gabriel Bortoleto, where the cars get eliminated in this session. We got Pierre Gasly coming out of final corner. PSG is going with for his another run. Gasly goes P5. Gasly goes to P5. Piastri coming for his another lap goes only 8th fastest. Franco Colapinto misses out by 5,000 of a second by Isaac Adjar. Misses out by 5,000 of a second over Adjar. We got Norris coming out of airplane going towards turn 16. He goes only 5th fastest. We haven't seen George Russell lap in this session. Russell complaining about his car. Bartoletto carrying too much of speed and go into goes into curb, which makes him lose the traction and lost and goes out of the track. He had a little bit crash. Bortoletto was improving in his final lap, but he lost over the curb. As we can see, the bottom six cars were tailnet were Alconberg, Colapinto, Ocon, Lawson, Arvid Lindblad, and followed by Gabriel Bortoletto, who had a crash in his final corner. Coming into final corner, Mercedes were checking the front wing of George Russell, who is complaining he got bit of. Mercedes were checking the front wing of George Russell. We got top 10 where Kimi, Antonelli, Charles Leclerc, George Russell at P3, Lewis Hamilton, followed by Norris, Gasly, Verstappen at P7, Piastri, Behrman, Hadjar stays at P10. We got both RB eliminated in this session, and Hardy and us also get eliminated in this session. So far, we had a good session. Let's see how it goes in the final session. We got Pierre Gasly at P6, which is a humongous for the Alpine to goes to P6 with that slowest performing car. While his teammate got eliminated in Q2, he stays in P6. We got few more minutes to get Q3 to starts. Nicole Van Hulkenberg get eliminated by Arthur only by 2000 of a seconds. That's a little bit margin between them. Let's see, we are in Chinese Grand Prix of qualifying 3. It's time to start. We got second Grand Prix going in this weekend. It's time for qualifying 3. Only only 0.043 faster, Anthony. That's not huge margin between Mercedes and Ferrari. We got new wing change for George Russell for his Q3. We got only one soft left for Red Bull. Let's see how it goes. Franco Colapinto got acknowledged by his owner Flavio. Franco Colapinto got missed by just 5,000 of seconds by Isaac Ritzer. Let's see Mercedes how they will put on lap in final session of this qualifying of Chinese Grand Prix of 2026. We got first car to come out on pit lane. First two cars were Mercedes to come out on pit lane. We got green light for the session. We got green light for this qualifying session. Internally comes out on track, followed by George Russell, followed by Charles Leclerc in Ferrari. Everyone with the new soft tires, shiny Pirelli tires. With the new regulation in New Year with in China of 2026 qualifying session. We got final session to go. Russell got stopped in mid track. Russell had a issue. Russell stopped in track. Russell stopped his car in track. This might be an advantage for Ferrari, but they were on new soft come out on track. Russell got stopped on track. It bring it brought yellow flag to the track. We got new poles. We definitely gonna get new pole sitter in this session. Russell stopped in the track. Yeah, he's moving. He's moving again. Maybe I had an issue. He gonna he's moving again. It looks he's moving. He's gonna pull his car to the pit as it looks like now. We got Kimi Antonelli comes on his for his flying lap. Russell complaining about he can't able to shift gears. We got Kimi Antonelli coming on turn 6. He goes fastest in first sector, which is around 20 per second, followed by Leclerc. Hamilton having a pretty traffic around him. It looks like Kimi gonna take this pole because Russell anyway having the issue with this car. Kimi internally coming out of line corner. Kimi internally goes further faster in second sector. Leclerc goes personal best at first sector. Russell is bringing back his car to the pit lane. Leclerc personal best after second sector. Hamilton also personal best at second sector. Antonelli looks like he's gonna take the P1. Yeah, he took the P1. It's a 132 3 to take the P1. Antonelli on provisional. Charles Leclerc 3 stays P2 of 3 tenths of a second. We got Lewis Hamilton followed by Charles Leclerc. Goes 7 tenths lower of Kimi Antonelli. Can George Russell get out of the pit lane or the issue will gonna continue further? Let's see how it goes. Hamilton had a snap coming towards. Hamilton lost around 6 tenths coming. He had a snap. Even Charles Leclerc had a little bit snap while coming towards final straight. We got Pierre Gasly coming to the final airpin, goes for corner 14, comes towards 15, approaching corner 16. Pierre Gasly coming out of final corner 16, goes fifth fastest in the Alpine. London Norris goes second fastest, 3 tenths down on Kimi Antonelli. We got Piastri. Piastri goes even further fastest with 2 tenths of a seconds. We got Ferraris at 4 and 5. We got McLaren at second and third. Can Max Verstappen takes more out of his car? He stays only P6 and ahead of his teammate Isaac at there. We got Kimi Antonelli in P1. George Russell car is still being repaired in the garage. We got 7 more minutes to go. Ferraris are swapping with the new softer tires. It's look like Kimi Antonelli will stay on P1. Will stay as on P1. Oscar Piastri had his first pole position in Chinese Grand Prix last year, but as it stands, Kimi Antonelli gonna take the pole in this 2026 Chinese Grand Prix. Let's look at how it goes after second stint of everyday drivers. George Russell had an issue, still hasn't come out of his garage. Still, the repair is going on his car. Let's see how it goes. They are repairing in the car. They had an issue. It looks like they have repaired the car. Russell got his steering wheel changed on his car. Mercedes trying everything on their cars to get the car running. Ferraris with their new soft. Hamilton had a snap coming out of corner 7. There he lost almost 6 tenths of his time. If he hadn't, it would have put him in P2. Ferrari did a driver error in their final run, in their previous run. We got cars coming on track. Let's see who's gonna come out first. As it stands, Kimi Antonelli stays on P1, followed by two McLaren and Ferraris and Red Bull. Kimi Antonelli comes out on track with the new soft tires. Russell still staying in garage. We got two Ferraris on track coming out of pit lane. As it stands, Mercedes George Russell isn't yet out on track right now. We got Kimi Antonelli, Norris, and two Ferraris on track, followed by Pierre Gasly. Red Bull's Max Verstappen also coming out on track through pit lane, and also Isa Kadjar. We got PS3 on track. George Russell car is still in garage as it stands right now. Kimi Antonelli coming through final straight. He is the provisional pole sitter to 2026 Chinese Grand Prix as it stands right now. So, as it stands, George Russell coming out of pit lane. We got Lewis Hamilton coming out of same corner. George Russell has only one lap. George Russell got only one lap to himself to put a best lap. Internally 100 slower in his personal provisional lap. He got McLaren, Lando Norris following him. We got Norris quicker in first sector. Leclerc 110 slower compared to Kimi internally in first sector. Kimi internally goes 4 hundredths of second faster in middle sector. We got Lewis Hamilton slower in first sector, almost 2 tenths slower to Kimi internally. Norris is flying right now. Norris is only 2 hundredths of a second behind Kimi internally. Leclerc also closing. Leclerc's only 6 tenths slower compared to Kimi internally. Internally is pushing in his final sector. Kimi internally goes 200 of second fastest overall, 2 tenths and off clear currently and provisional pole. Let's see where Lando Norris stays on P3. We got Charles Leclerc coming out of final corner, followed by Lewis Hamilton. Charles Leclerc stays on second with 4 tenths of second. Lewis Hamilton goes second fastest overall. Lewis Hamilton takes the front row, followed by Charles Leclerc. Kimi Antonelli stays on P1. Let's see where George Russell put his car. George Russell goes personal best at first sector. He got Russell to come to complete his lap. We got Isaac Adjar coming out of final corner. Over the line goes only 7 fastest, followed by Verstappen goes only 7 fastest, out qualifying his teammate. He got Antonelli, Hamilton, and Leclerc. Currently, Russell is flying compared to everyone. Personal best on first and second sector. George Russell going on his final straight. It looks like George Russell had a pace in his car. We got Russell coming out of final hairpin going to turn 15. Russell trying to knock out of Hamilton at front row. Let's see where George Russell put his car in final corner. Stays only P2. It's the Kimi Antonelli of Mercedes who stays on P1. Hamilton stays on P3. Leclerc on P4. Russell misses out by 2 tenths of a second compared to his teammate Kimi Antonelli. We got Piastri at P5, Norris at P6, Pierre Gasly at P7, Verstappen at P8, Adjar at P9. Bearman only stay at bottom P10. We got youngest driver to put pole in a history of Formula One is Kimi Antonelli. We got Kimi Antonelli, the youngest one to put his car on pole. We got Lewis Hamilton on P3, George Russell on P2. Ferrari is still 3 times slower compared to Mercedes. Let's see how it goes. McLaren well, stays on P5 and P6. And McLaren and Red Bull were splitted by Pierre Gasly at P7, Verstappen followed by Adjar and Behrman. As it stands, finally, Kimi Antonelli is the pole sitter of 2026 Chinese Grand Prix, Shanghai International Circuit. At the end, we got Kimi Antonelli of Mercedes was the pole sitter to 2026 Chinese Grand Prix.